Welcome to the Elements of Spirit readings for the week of May 22nd, 2017. This reading is for the element of fire, which includes the sun signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. If you haven't listened to the ether reading, please go back and do that now. Combining the two readings together of ether and fire will give you a sense of how to work with your primary element of fire in the space of this week's ether. The reading for ether had a lot to do with finding that nice cushion between how hard to visualize what you want and go after it and ride it hard versus how much to sit back and just witness creation happening. And the answer this week is actually that there's stuff blooming, stuff popping off, that makes it more effective to sit back and see what grows rather than trying to ride forward and ride it hard and make it all happen. So, let's see what is in the ether for fire. Okay, cool. There's like a slope. It looks like a hill. And there's some fire burning up the growth. Burning. Oh. Okay. So this is like almost like a wildfire, or it's like a cross between a wildfire and a mudslide. Sorry for all of the freaky California references, but they showed me this image of a sloping hill, and a wildfire was like rolling down the hill, almost like a mudslide. And the wildfire is burning up old growth, so burning up stuff that's already been growing from the last season or from the last year or from the last however long. And it just says to me that last week, if you look back at it, fire children of fire, that you can see how your activity, your forward motion, extreme word being like your relentlessness, because fire consumes whatever's in its path. The idea is that if you look back, you might see that it's been a week or a month or 9 weeks of sort of burning away the old crap to allow for the new growth. And so in your case, in terms of the ether affirmation, the idea is to sit back and witness creation and manifestation, just to literally watch the flowers growing out of this field that's been burned, that's been raised. But in your case, a little extra energy / attention has to be put into stopping the relentless burning of the wildfire, to stop, to sort of controlling the fire. Controlling the fire, halting the burning. That's what this big line is. But what they say stop it with the burning. How? Cultivate attention in practice. Guys, fire signs. I feel like I have a Sagittarius moon too, so I'm speaking to myself a bit. Feels like you want to do it all at once. Like you want to do everything all at once. Like you want everything to grow rapidly, to blow up, to explode at the same time. Typical fire. The steps here have to be more practical. Cultivate attention in practice. Okay. I am clear about my goals for this week, and I accomplish them practically and methodically. I am clear about my goals for this week, and I accomplish them practically and methodically. I am clear about my goals for this week, and I accomplish them practically and methodically. So the idea is that, like, you have to get some shit did this week. But you're not going to do it all at once. You don't have to get it all done. You have to pick one thing and the 3 steps that go into that one thing, and just do that by the end of the week. It's really not a mystery. It's really not a mystery. It's just probably not the way you're used to doing things. So it's like, don't make the list too long. If you want to make it long, fine. But, then you run the risk of getting to the end of the week and not doing everything. It's like a manageable list of deliverables for yourself at the beginning of the week to get to at the end of the week. Obviously, that's a good idea every week, I guess. But really, the time is ripe for you, because the element of fire, the guides of fire, are saying that's what's going to help you stop the rampant wildfire, is by focusing the fire to like a laser beam precision of your third eye, or just focusing it so that the fire is not all consuming, so that it burns down one thing at a time, so that you feel effective and active one step at a time instead of wildfire all at once. I am clear about my goals for this week, and I accomplish them practically and methodically. So make the list. They're showing it to me in this specific way, where it's like, make your one list thing, and then break it into 3 other, tasks. Kind of like a tree diagram. One thing, I can do that, I can do that, I can do that. Let's say, you want to move. You hate your place that you live in. So what you do is step 1 is to check all of your accounts and your balances, and to really get that full-on sense of where you're at with your money and what you can afford and what you can do. You then make a plan in the middle for how you're going to generate that extra income that will give you the place or the home of your dreams, whatever. And then you set about, maybe another tree diagram about how you're going to do that, if it involves, social media or marketing or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then the final one is actually to, find a broker, or, get a subscription to, whatever, Zillow or Westside Rentals in LA is what I used when I lived out there. So the idea is just you don't have to get the house, but rather than burning down the whole hillside because you want to move, this says focus that fire into some deliverable tasks that you can at least set out to work on throughout the week. Make your flames manageable. Control the flames. Control the wildfire. I hope this is useful to you this week. I love you very much. I'll see you next time.